The skeptical of all life evil had left Termite Island far behind it and had come ashore very close to the quiet town of Serenity. Serenity was a quiet little town, mainly known for being the world's greatest arms exporters. This in itself was not a contradiction, for as quiet and peaceful as Serenity was, somewhere in the world there was always someone who needed arms. And the quiet and peaceful inhabitants of Serenity were more than willing to supply others with instruments of death, including the solvent evil's armies, as long as the price was right. Now, however, that was going to be their downfall, as the all-destroying evil had no intention of allowing anyone to supply its enemies with weapons. And so it was that Serenity's fate was sealed.
But there's a huge army in Serenity that doesn't look the least bit serene. It's more likely to be a problem.
On the other hand, there were a number of armories near Serenity with siege engines on their lots. These would certainly be useful for making that huge army somewhat smaller.
Excellent idea! Go, you vicious dogs! Capture those armories, and then we'll go give the good people of Serenity a demonstration of their own products. Call it targeted advertising. Who do you want dead?
The people of Serenity were concerned. While as weapons dealers they were accustomed to negotiating with the most disgusting creatures, having the despicable evil's army right at their doorstep was still disconcerting. So they sent a troop out to discreetly persuade the new arrivals to move. Obviously, they didn't count on the insidious killer machine the guileful evil had already built in its dungeon. Decided to send a punitive expedition into the overworked evil's dungeon. Naturally, they didn't have a chance down there. In addition, those cowards in Serenity also sent out a well-equipped patrol to cause trouble in the overworld, but only trouble for evil, of course.
Hasta la vista, baby!
Enemies have entered the dungeon. The introspective evil simply tinkered away. Apparently, it had forgotten there was a huge army in Serenity, capable of turning the dungeon into a pile of ashes at any time. In order to prevent this, it would make sense to capture the armories and use the siege weapons located there. enemies have entered the dungeon.
I want Tanos's head.
The drooling for weapons Evil's army had discovered one of the armories. It quickly decided to capture it straight away. There are enemies in your dungeon. Payday. The unstoppable Evil's army had taken the Eastern Armory and captured a catapult.
Ah, a catapult. Excellent. We can sow chaos and destruction. How does this thing work?
This was one of those newfangled point-and-click catapults, which could be fired fully automatically without a crew. Very handy indeed. Just press the appropriate button, select the target, designate it, and away you go.
Oh, hey! Give your orders. Evil triumph. Tanos must die.
The scouting around Evil's army had discovered an armory. The siege weapons there would be perfect for its arsenal.
Excellent! Let's take it! Forward the army of evil!
Payday. There are enemies in your dungeon. There are enemies in your dungeon.
Ow! Ow!
The greedy evil had taken an armory and gotten a siege weapon in its greedy, clawed hands.
Excellent. We should field test it as soon as possible. That's one of those armories. Go, destroy that, capture that thing.
It's payday. Weapon Freak Evil's army had taken the Western Armory and captured a catapult. The unstoppable Evil had now captured all 3 catapults. They would be perfect for blowing Serenity into handy fist-sized pieces of rubble. Let the games begin.
That's how it looks. Open fire. Give 'em hell. Take no prisoners.
Stay alert, men.
I want Tanos's head. Ouch!
Creatures of Evil had spotted a powerful patrol from Serenity. Catapult shot. Fly and win.
I am evil. Ouch!
Hit and sunk. This catapult shot is going to leave a lasting impression.
Everything good must die.
The creatures of Evil had spotted a powerful patrol from Serenity.
Ha! We sure showed them. Very good for me. I mean, for evil.
Catapult shot. fly and win. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's the death-dealing catapult shot. Ha 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 ha!
What?
Catapult shot, fly and win. A wonderful hit that was rewarded with moans and the sound of cracking bones. Excellent.
Good will fall.
Catapult shot, fly and win. Hit and sunk. This catapult shot is going to leave a lasting impression. A wonderful hit that was rewarded with moans and the sound of cracking bones. Excellent.
What? Someone saw a patrol from Serenity? Wipe them out. Give them small animal names.
The wicked evil creatures fell upon Serenity and began decimating the defenders. Uncertain at first, a lack of alternatives led them to fight back against the invaders.
They're going to regret that. Destroy them! Poke out their eyes, tweak their noses, give them the finger! Time to die! For the enemy, I mean.
The overpowering evil's army had effortlessly taken out a patrol from Serenity. That made the overworld a much safer place, at least for evil creatures. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's the death-dealing catapult shot. Ha 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 ha! A wonderful hit that was Serenity had increased its defensive forces. More enemies, more honor, thought the unscrupulous evil, and continued to work on their defense.
Right. There'll never be a better time to attack. Follow me, evil creatures. For me! I mean for the deviant evil! Cut them down, pillage and burn! Give them wedgies!
It's payday. Serenity had been razed to the ground. The destructive evil's army had done a great job here. The hostile evil briefly mourned its former weapons dealer, but then shrugged. Somewhere out there, it would find a new supply. Talia instructed the army to march further north towards the coast. Why? Well, we don't want to give that away just yet.
Exactly! Let's get going! Let's go!
What happened to your good side?
My good... Oh, no idea. Good question. But it's kind of refreshing when she keeps her gob shut, isn't it?
Well, I can't argue with you there. And so, the evil's army marched off once more.